Hi, welcome back to my channel, Down Home Matron. It's been a while since I've uploaded a little sit down and chit chat video or any kind of long form video. Um, because I've had my baby girl. Her name is Cleo Alice. Um, my son named her Alice before I even knew I was pregnant and before I even knew I was having a girl. So we made that her first middle name, Cleo Alice Monroe Williams. This is my sweet baby girl, and she is sassy already. And I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all about my birth, or her birth, our birth story, how things went. So, as I've said before, like we had a little her due date has been kind of all over the place. Her original due date was January 28th, and then they pushed it back to February 5th. So they scheduled me for an induction on January 23rd, but labor and delivery was like full. So they put me on the wait list. So they would call me when it was time to come in, when they had a room available for me to come in and be induced. The first 2 or 3 days, I kept calling them and checking and seeing where I was on the list, and they kept telling me, "Hey, we're still full. We'll call you and let you know." And then like the next day, I was like, "You know what? I'm not gonna call. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. Just like I like this is like any other day." And so that's what I did. I let my mom know in advance. I'm like, "Hey, I'm not gonna call them tomorrow, so don't even ask." Because I just hate that they keep telling me, "No, you can't come in yet." So it was on the 27th, not the 27th. Was it? I'm trying to think. Yes, it was the 27th that they called me. Um, it was late at night. Not late at night. The 27th at 12 in the afternoon. It was about 12 o'clock. About 12:30 when they called me. And my husband was like right at the door. As I was sitting in the bedroom, I was like kind of over it, just laying in the bed, watching TV. And he was talking to me because he was about to go out. And yeah, so he was talking to me at the doorway, like he literally was about to walk out the front door. And I got a call from labor and delivery, and they was like, "Hey, we have a room available. It's time to come in. Be here within the next hour." So I was like, "Hi." We got the call. So it was very random. I mean, it was kind of good because my husband didn't leave yet. So, like, I didn't have to call him and be like, "Turn around. You got to come get me. We need to go." I already had my son, so we had everything packed up. But since we were like kind of needing some of the stuff that we packed, there was some stuff that we ended up not having once we got to the hospital, and he had to like go back and get some stuff. While I was like laboring and stuff, once my mom got there, he left and went back to the apartment to get some more stuff. But I got there. I have all the information on my phone, but I'm using my phone to film, so I'm gonna try to remember what I can. When we got there, it took them about an hour to 2 hours before they actually induced me. Once we got settled in, they came in and they checked to see where she was at, if she was head down and whatnot. She was head down, so that was good. They checked to see if I was dilated, and I think I was just at 1 centimeter. They say that your cervix can be slightly dilated even if you're not, going into labor and stuff like that, especially if you already had another kid. So I've always been at 1 centimeter. So the first thing they did, they told me the different kinds of like ways to be induced. It's like the balloon method, the pill, and then something else. They put half of that little pill up into my cervix to soften it, and that helped really well. Like I was starting to have contractions within 30-45 minutes after having that pill, and I could see the contractions on the screen, and I think it was about a few hours of having those contractions. Then they started to dip down. So after they dipped down, that's when they gave me what is it called? Pitocin, I think. They gave me that, and that kickstarted my contractions again, and they became more intense. My whole labor was about 16 hours with her compared to my son. She was half the time that he was. Um, so a few more hours rolled by, and my water broke. I mean, it just gushed, and I was like so confused at first because I was like, "What is this?" It feels so weird because I did not have that happen with my son during my induction with him. So my water broke in the bed, and right after my water broke, oh my goodness, like those contractions started coming really, really, really hard and closer together, like in no time. So I'm like, I kept telling them, like, it was probably like every hour, not even every hour, but maybe every 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Like, it started at an hour, and then I went to 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I was like, check my cervix, check it again, check it again. And they like, it kept increasing and increasing, and like, it was time to push. So, when it came time to pushing, um, they told me like she was out in just a few pushes. Honestly, they said I was a strong pusher. I pushed her right on out, and then she was born January 28th, 2026 at 10. Let me see if I can remember. I know it was in the morning at 10:32, I believe, something around there in the morning. Um, yeah, but the labor went by pretty fast with her. Um, what else? When we got switched over to, the recovery area on the other side after you give birth, I will say something about this hospital. I was there when they first opened, like within the first month, because this is a newer hospital. I was there within the first month when I was induced with my son. That was 6 years ago now. A lot has changed because I remember in the room with him, they had a lot of stuff. Like, and we took home all the diapers, all the wipes, all the pacifiers, everything. But with her, they only had one pack of wipes, one pack of diapers, in a little bucket, a little bottle of shampoo, and that was it. I didn't even see the pacifier. My husband said he saw one, but I don't remember seeing one because we surely did not take one home. Well, he said he saw one, but anyways, we got into the room. I mean, this girl was a champ. Like when she came out, she was crying and everything. Um, she latched right away. We did skin to skin. I did have them delay cord clamping for 3 minutes. But yeah, she did really well. She was bigger than Camden. Camden weighed 5 pounds and 8 ounces, and she weighed 7 pounds and 11 ounces. So she was bigger than him for sure. She's eating really well. She is like, I don't know what it is about these 2026 babies, but they are growing fast. Like, as soon as she came up, she was holding her head up the next day and like doing all of this. I'm like, girl, where you going at? You not even a day old. You not even, no, you need to sit still. But she has great head control. Um, she's babbling already. She had her first giggle uh, a couple days ago on the 13th. So she's doing really well. So once we got to the other side, the recovery side, um, before we left like the hospital, before we got discharged, the doctors came in and did their little rounds and told us what was going on. And I think I was in like that labor high, like, because I did not remember them telling me she was breached. I know they said she was head down, but another form of being breached is when they're head down but they're facing the opposite direction. So I believe it's like if they're facing towards your back, that's another term of being breached, and that's how she was. So they were telling me that because they have like there's a concern of having hip dysplasia, and they made an appointment for her to come in and get her hips um, checked out, and they did that, and they're perfect. There's nothing wrong with her hips. She's perfectly healthy. And that is my birth story. Like, it was really wonderful. Um I did get the epidural. I surely did. And I'm glad I got it. I told myself I was gonna get it right away this time, and I did. And I'm glad I did it. Cause I mean, them things got real intense once my water broke. And if I did not have an epidural, girl, everyone would have heard me screaming down the hall. Cause that was not it. That was not it at all. It was coming fast. But yeah, that is my birth story. Like, the only thing that's left out is the timestamps of like how everything went down, but like it is nothing compared to my birth story with my son. Like, I think I labored with him for about 32 hours, and it was very intense because at the end of my pregnancy with him, I got high blood pressure, hypertension, and so I got induced at 37 weeks with him. Um, we went in, I got induced, and like labor took forever. My blood pressure was going up and down. They were giving me, I believe my mom said they were giving me magnesium as well, and everything just kept dipping and then going all the way up. So my mom and my husband said it was really scary to watch, and both of them did not want me to get pregnant again. Like, my mom for sure did not want me to have another baby. My husband at that time, he was like, "We don't need another baby. Like, that's it." But I mean, everything was perfectly fine the second time around. But yeah, I honestly don't remember much of. Okay. I honestly don't remember much from my labor and delivery with Camden, other than like I know when it was time to push, because I remember that I was sleeping and all of a sudden I woke up and I told my mom, I was like, "Mom, I gotta poop." And I just remember her yelling, "Get the doctor, get the doctor, it's time for her to push." And that was that. I did not push long with him either, though. He came straight out after a few pushes. What is going on with you, girl? You okay? He came out after a few pushes as well. He came out 4 o'clock on the dot, on March 5th. So Both of my babies are here, doing well. He loves being a big brother, gets lots of kisses to her every day. Whenever we talk to people, he always introduces her first, of course. Before she was here, he would introduce me and then say, my mama has a baby in her belly and her name is Alice. But now that Alice is here, he forgets all about me. It's all about her now. This is his baby Alice, y'all, and she is so adorable. She is so cute. That's what he would say if he was in here right now. But he is sleeping because it is a Tuesday night. Well, actually, is it Tuesday or Wednesday? I be losing track of time. It is Wednesday night, so it's a school night, so he's been asleep for a while now. But yes, that is my birth story with this little nugget and a little glimpse of my birth story with my son. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.